Have you ever felt like your life was leading you down a path meant for deeper understanding and self-discovery? Spiritual awakening is often seen as a doorway to profound personal growth, but it doesn't come without its challenges. Today, we explore the essential tests that anyone on this path must face. These tests aren't just obstacles, they are opportunities for growth and learning about our true selves. Let's look into what these tests entail and why they are critical for anyone seeking a deeper connection with their spiritual essence. The first crucial test on the path of spiritual awakening is the test of solitude. This test challenges you to spend time alone, away from the noise and distractions of everyday life. It's about getting comfortable in your own company and listening to the quiet voice of your inner self. In solitude, you face your true feelings and thoughts, those that are often drowned out by the bustling world around you. Solitude is not simply about being alone, it's a profound experience that asks you to connect deeply with your thoughts and emotions. It tests your ability to enjoy your own company without feeling lonely or isolated. For many, this can be daunting as it involves confronting parts of oneself that are usually hidden. Mastering solitude can lead to increased self-awareness, clarity of mind, and a deeper understanding of one's desires and fears. This test teaches self-reliance. In the silence of solitude, you learn to soothe your anxieties without external validation. You begin to develop a stronger sense of who you are and what you truly want from life. This self-knowledge is invaluable, as it sets the foundation for all other aspects of spiritual growth. It allows you to return to the social world with a clearer vision of how you want to interact with others in your environment. Following the test of solitude, comes the test of detachment. This test is about letting go of the material desires and emotional attachments that cloud our judgment and lead us astray from our spiritual path. Detachment is not about indifference or lack of care. Rather, it's about developing an understanding that the physical and emotional worlds can often be impermanent and misleading. The test of detachment challenges you to look at your possessions, relationships, and ambitions without attachment to outcomes. It teaches that happiness and peace come not from external sources but from within. This doesn't mean you should abandon your possessions or relationships, but rather approach them with a mindset that values them without being dependent on them for your inner satisfaction. Detachment is crucial because it frees you from the constant need for more, which is a common trap that can lead to endless cycles of desire and disappointment. By mastering detachment, you gain the ability to remain calm and composed, regardless of external circumstances. This stability is key to maintaining a clear and focused mind, essential for further spiritual development. Patience is a virtue, especially on the path to spiritual awakening. The test of patience is all about learning to wait without frustration and accepting that some things in life will unfold in their own time, regardless of your desires or efforts. This test challenges you to maintain your composure and perseverance, even when progress seems slow or invisible. In spiritual growth, patience is essential because it teaches you to give time its due course, allowing personal development and insights to mature at their natural pace. This test is particularly challenging in today's world, where immediate results are often expected and sought after. True spiritual depth cannot be rushed. It develops through sustained effort, repeated practice, and steady faith in the process. This test also helps you cultivate a sense of peace with the present moment. Instead of always looking to the next achievement or milestone, patience encourages you to find contentment with where you are now. This does not mean giving up on goals or aspirations but rather understanding that every step of the journey is valuable and necessary. Following patience, the test of forgiveness invites you to release old grudges and heal wounds from the past. This test is crucial because holding on to anger and resentment ties you to negative experiences and emotions that can hinder your spiritual progress. Forgiveness is challenging because it requires a profound shift in perspective. It asks you to look beyond the hurt and see the possibility of peace and reconciliation. It involves acknowledging that everyone, including yourself, makes mistakes and that these errors do not have to define the future. This test does not only apply to forgiving others but also to forgiving oneself. Self-forgiveness is often one of the hardest parts of the spiritual journey. It involves accepting your imperfections, learning from them, and allowing yourself to move forward without self-imposed guilt or shame. Forgiveness, whether directed towards yourself or others, frees up a significant amount of emotional energy that was previously bound to negative feelings. This liberation is essential for advancing further in your spiritual journey, as it clears the way for new growth and positive experiences. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to spiritual growth. The test of fear challenges you to confront what holds you back, whether it is uncertainty, failure, rejection, or the unknown. This test is not about eliminating fear but understanding its nature and learning to move forward despite it. Fear can manifest in different ways, making it difficult to progress. It creates hesitation, doubt, and a tendency to remain in familiar situations rather than exploring new possibilities. Avoiding fear does not remove it, instead, it grows stronger and controls decision-making. Facing fear directly diminishes its power and provides clarity in moments of uncertainty. This test teaches resilience. Growth is not possible without stepping into discomfort and experiencing change. Many opportunities remain unseen when fear dictates thoughts and actions. Learning to acknowledge fear without letting it take control helps in making clear, thoughtful choices. Moving through fear with a steady mind leads to inner stability and strengthens the ability to handle challenges. The test of acceptance is about recognizing life as it is, rather than resisting what cannot be changed. It is easy to struggle against circumstances, wishing they were different, but this resistance only leads to frustration. Acceptance does not mean giving up, it means understanding that some events are beyond control and finding peace within them. This test requires a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on what should have happened or how things could be different, acceptance allows attention to stay on what can be done in the present moment. It removes unnecessary stress and emotional burden, allowing clearer thinking and decision-making. Acceptance also applies to personal identity. Many struggle with self-judgment, comparing themselves to others, or wishing for different qualities. This test teaches the importance of acknowledging strengths and weaknesses without harsh criticism. Self-acceptance creates confidence and a stable foundation for further growth. Passing this test does not mean avoiding improvement. It means recognizing reality as it is and working with it rather than against it. When acceptance becomes a natural response, unnecessary suffering is reduced, and a greater sense of balance is achieved. Loss is an unavoidable part of life, and the test of loss is one of the most difficult challenges in spiritual awakening. This test involves learning how to handle the disappearance of what was once valued, whether it is people, opportunities, or material possessions. The way loss is perceived determines its impact. Some see it as an end, while others recognize it as part of a larger process. This test teaches the importance of perspective. Everything in life is temporary, and holding on too tightly leads to suffering. Loss is not meant to create despair but to develop the ability to move forward without being controlled by what is no longer present. When this test is faced with a clear mind, it becomes easier to find meaning beyond what was lost. Loss also reveals what truly matters. Some things only seem important until they are gone. This test provides clarity about what deserves attention and energy. It also strengthens the ability to adapt, allowing for growth even in difficult moments. The test of love is one of the most profound tests of spiritual awakening. It is not just about feelings toward others but also about self-respect, understanding, and the ability to act with kindness even when it is not easy. Many believe love is something to be received, but this test reveals that it is something to be given without expecting anything in return. This test challenges emotional reactions. Love is often tested in moments of disagreement, betrayal, or misunderstanding. It is easy to act with warmth when things are pleasant, but true love is measured by how one responds during difficulties. Reacting with frustration or resentment only increases conflict, while responding with patience and understanding strengthens inner stability. Self-love is another part of this test. Many struggle with self-criticism and doubt, seeking validation from others instead of recognizing their own worth. Passing this test requires recognizing personal value without relying on external approval. When love is understood in this way, it no longer depends on circumstances but becomes a stable part of life. The test of humility requires letting go of pride and recognizing that no one is above learning or growth. It challenges the tendency to seek recognition and approval, shifting the focus to continuous self-improvement. Many struggle with this test because it requires admitting mistakes, listening without judgment, and accepting that wisdom comes from being open to different perspectives. This test is important because it removes the need for comparison. Seeking validation from others leads to unnecessary pressure and dissatisfaction. Humility allows for learning without ego interfering. It strengthens relationships, fosters respect, and creates an environment where growth is not limited by personal pride. Understanding humility does not mean undervaluing oneself. It means acknowledging that learning never stops and that true confidence comes from knowledge, not from seeking superiority over others. Those who pass this test recognize that personal progress matters more than external recognition. The test of consistency determines whether lessons learned throughout spiritual awakening are applied daily. Many experience moments of insight but struggle to maintain them when faced with challenges. This test requires staying committed to spiritual principles, regardless of circumstances. This test is difficult because distractions and setbacks are common. It is easy to be disciplined when motivated, but true growth is measured by actions taken when motivation fades. Staying consistent builds trust in oneself, reinforcing the belief that progress is not based on occasional effort but on steady practice. Passing this test means recognizing that spiritual growth is a continuous process, not a temporary phase. It requires choosing actions that align with inner values rather than reacting based on convenience. With consistency, spiritual awareness becomes part of everyday life rather than something applied only in moments of need. The test of intuition challenges the ability to trust inner guidance without relying solely on external validation. Many dismiss their instincts due to doubt or fear of making the wrong decision. This test requires recognizing that intuition is a natural tool for understanding situations beyond logical reasoning. This test is difficult because intuition often goes against common expectations. It requires tuning into thoughts and emotions without allowing external influences to create confusion. When intuition is ignored, decisions may be influenced by fear or societal pressure rather than personal truth. Passing this test means learning to distinguish between instinct and impulsiveness. Intuition comes from deep awareness, while impulsiveness is driven by temporary emotions. Strengthening intuition requires observation, self-reflection, and the willingness to trust personal insights even when they differ from popular opinions. The test of gratitude determines the ability to appreciate what is present instead of focusing on what is missing. Many struggle with this test because the mind tends to focus on future goals or past regrets rather than recognizing the value of the present moment. This test requires shifting attention from dissatisfaction to appreciation. When gratitude becomes a habit, negative thoughts lose their strength, and there is a greater sense of fulfillment. It also changes how challenges are perceived. Instead of seeing difficulties as obstacles, they are understood as opportunities for learning and growth. Gratitude is not about ignoring hardships but about acknowledging that every experience contributes to growth. Those who pass this test understand that peace is not found in waiting for ideal conditions but in recognizing the value of each moment. Spiritual awakening is not about reaching a destination but about continuously learning and growing through each test. Every challenge presents an opportunity to develop inner strength, clarity, and wisdom. By understanding and passing these tests, a deeper connection with life is established, bringing more peace and stability. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with more insights on spiritual growth. Your support helps spread these teachings to those who may need them. Thank you for being here, and may your path always lead to greater understanding and awareness.